I thought a lot before I made this video. I mean, I've been thinking about this since the pandemic happened, really. And I know I'm probably gonna make some people upset with this video, but you know, sometimes you just can't help it.
I'm so glad you're feeling better, baby.
Hey guys, welcome to Chickenlandia. I'm a backyard chicken educator here in the Pacific Northwest, but you can call me the president of Chickenlandia. This year so far has been such a balancing act that I feel like I keep falling off of. I just feel like I can't stay balanced when there's so much happening around me and so many changes happening really quick. It's a lot to adapt to. I know that everyone is having a lot of difficulty with it, and I get it, because I'm there too. Several weeks ago, there were the bad fires here in the western part of the United States. It was so bad. I mean, where I am, the smoke was really bad. I have family down in California. I have dear friends that are in Oregon, and it was just awful down there. Unfortunately, one of the things that happened during that time is I lost my sweet little boy George. He was my Sarama rooster. Boy George was sick for a long time. I had taken him to the vet. He had been on 2 courses of antibiotics. He had a consultation with my homeopath. He was treated by her. He would get better and then just backslide again. And after a while, it was like, you know what? He's not gonna get better. And I wanted him to be with his flock. He still had a quality of life. He was still running to get his treats. He was still hanging out with his best girl, Kiki. The last night, he roosted with Kiki on the roost. And I came out in the morning and I did all my chicken chores. I went inside for a minute. I came back outside, and when I came back outside, he was gone. It was hard because Kiki was upset. She was, you know, when I was gathering his body, she was squawking. She seemed like she didn't know what was going on. And she's okay now. Right, Kiki? Here she is. You okay now, Kiki? She's okay. So some of you might not know this, but I live about 2 blocks outside of the city limits. You can hear the cars going by. I have had for several years Boy George, and I have had Philippe for the last 2 years. Oh boy, he's a piece of work. Isn't that right, Philippe? So I always say my neighbors are complete saints because they have never complained. But I want to see how they really feel about it. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I am good. Okay, I need to know what you think about my chickens. Do my chickens ever bother you?
They don't.
Do my roosters wake you up like at 3 or 5 a.m. in the morning?
Only if I'm outside letting my dog out do I maybe hear them.
How do the eggs taste that I give you every year?
They taste like butter.
Yay! Thank you!
Welcome!
So obviously I have really awesome neighbors because they all really feel the same way that Christina feels. And I know that I'm lucky, and I know that not every neighbor is like that, but I really feel that there should be some laws in place to make sure that we can have roosters all over the country, in the city, in the suburbs. I think it's important for our future and the changes that are happening. And I'm gonna explain more about that right now. I think it's kind of strange and arbitrary how we have demonized the rooster crow compared to so many other sounds, especially in the city. I mean, me just sitting here right now, there are so many sounds going by. There's like big trucks. Later on, there'll be a lawnmower going. There'll probably be sirens. Why is a rooster crow considered so awful? I understand that roosters crow early in the morning, but what I do is my chickens stay in the coop until a decent hour, and they have everything that they need in there. And I definitely think that it is possible for us to be considerate of our neighbors, but also still have roosters in our flock. Roosters automatically make your flock more sustainable. If you have a rooster, you don't need to get baby chicks from the farm store, which have been shipped from the hatchery that they came from, or you don't have to get them direct from the hatchery shipped to you through the mail, which obviously has an impact on the environment. It has an impact on the chicks themselves because it's a really stressful situation. I have always said that chickens should be a way out of poverty. If people can have chickens and sustainably maintain their flock, then they're more likely to be able to get out of the cycle of poverty. And that is really important to me.
Change is hard. I know that. It's hard for me too. But maybe when we hear the roosters crow, instead of it being annoying to us, it can remind us that we have a second chance to renew our connection with nature. It can signal a return to something that was once just part of the sound of our everyday lives. A rooster's crow can be like the melody of a world with no factory farms. A world that is healthier for ourselves and for our children.
If you have chickens like me on a small lot, there might be some specific problems that you've had to deal with. I want you to click on this playlist right here. It's all about keeping chickens in the city. And of course, it's 100% friendly, backyard chicken, education, and entertainment. And you're gonna love it.